Miss Heard refused any medical treatment and had no visible injuries. There was no sign of struggle, and the victim, or correction.
He was very peaceful, very calm, almost shy, and he's such a gentleman. He's like a total Southern gentleman. She just got very angry with me one day because I hadn't quite made it downstairs to put them in the garage when she came home, and she went absolutely ballistic over that. Approximately 4 inches from my face, she was spitting in my face and telling me how dare I ask for the salary I was asking for.
You were paid for that work, correct?
Very poorly.
Food, and the need for a fight from Ms. Heard.
Conspiracy with her friends, and she's making these things up. That these Depp fans take and run with these things, and you see that it just spreads out into the internet and the social media and generates a lot of negative.
Did you know about the new evidence that has come to life in the court battle between Heard and Depp? This one is huge because it's straight from the police. It might just make or break the case, so stay tuned. On May 27, 2016, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's failed marriage went from private misery to a public one. Since then, the two have grown apart. What seemed like a beautiful marriage has now turned into a series of court battles and testimony that has done nothing but destroy the reputation of two Hollywood A-listers. Depp has been on the stand for 4 days now since the trial's inception on April 11th. A series of new evidence, including recordings, depositions of staffers, and police statements, have come forward that just might be enough for Johnny Depp to have a clean sweep. No wonder Amber has been crying crocodile tears in the courtroom recently. In a recent deposition by Kate James, an ex-employee of Amber Heard, a lot of truths about Heard's past behavior have been revealed. Kate used to be Heard's personal assistant, and during the defamation trial on April 14th, she answered some questions in a pre-recorded video deposition completed in February. This was regarding her employment. Kate told the interviewer how her job duties were too many to even mention. Kate said, "It's everything you could possibly do to run someone's life. It's the grocery shopping, it is taking care of admin, it is running errands, it is getting the car fixed, it is getting the dogs groomed, it is picking up flowers, it is dealing with the decorator, it is dealing with the housekeeper."
It's everything you could possibly do to run someone's life, okay? So it is grocery shopping, it is taking care of admin, it is running errands, it is getting the car fixed, it is getting the dogs groomed, it is picking up flowers, it is dealing with the decorator, it is dealing with the housekeeper.
That does seem like a lot. Heard really is a boss from hell. And that's not even the worst part. The next thing will definitely shock you. In a video deposition posted on Twitter, when asked, "You were paid for that work, correct?" Kate replied, "Very poorly." There was laughter in the courtroom after this.
You were paid for that work, correct?
Very poorly.
Kate was first working at $25 per hour for Heard, which isn't a lot, but it was enough for her to be able to pick up her son from the school. However, about 6 months into the job, James said it became a full-time position. She says Heard screamed at her when she pushed back against the $50,000 salary Heard offered, which was about half of what she usually makes. James recalled, "She leapt out of her chair and put her face approximately 4 inches from my face, spitting in my face. How dare I ask for the salary I ask for?"
Approximately 4 inches from my face, she was spitting in my face and telling me how dare I ask for the salary I was asking for.
Yes, you heard that right. Heard spit in her own personal assistant's face. For James, the salary was very insulting, but she had to take it considering the situation she was in with her son. Kate James also talked about Depp and Heard's relationship and mentioned that the Pirates of the Caribbean star has always been a total Southern gentleman. Her first impressions of Depp were that he was peaceful, calm, and very quiet. This statement doesn't go parallel with what Amber is accusing Depp of.
He was very peaceful, very calm, almost shy, and he's such a gentleman. He's like a total Southern gentleman. So no.
James also testified that she never saw any visible scars, bruises, or signs of abuse on Heard's face in the past. For James, Heard was just a bad boss who was often in an irrational rage all the time. She described one incident when Heard went absolutely ballistic for leaving some magazines out in the house that were supposed to be stored in the garage.
She just got very angry with me one day because I hadn't quite made it downstairs to put them in the garage when she came home, and she went absolutely ballistic over that.
You could say that the assistant could have an agenda against Amber Heard, so she might have had some credibility issues. But what about Heard's very own parents, who are siding with Johnny Depp on this case? If you didn't already know this, Depp has been very close to Amber's family members, who have grown quite attached to him. In a text exchange between Heard's mother and Depp, she explains how the restraining order Heard got against Depp in 2016 was against the family and even Amber's will. She was forced into it by the lawyers. The parents think of Depp as an absolute gentleman and believe Heard's case is irrelevant. Not only Heard's personal assistant, who was the closest person to her for 8 years, thinks highly of Depp and believes he didn't do the things he's been accused of, but the parents share the same view. A CCTV footage has been covered that is expected to help Depp in his defense against Amber Heard too. We can see from the images that Heard is seen with two very popular men, tech mogul Elon Musk and actor James Franco. They all met in an apartment where the couple used to live. Both Franco and Musk have been called on Depp's behalf to testify in the trial. They would prove that they had a relationship with Heard, still being married to Johnny Depp. In the video, while wearing only a robe, Heard is seen taking an elevator to the parking garage. This building is in Los Angeles. The next thing we see is her letting a man into the elevator, who is allegedly James Franco. They both go up again and head towards the actress's apartment. They seem quite intimate with each other in the elevator. In the case that these images are verified, the encounter occurred a day after the alleged fight in which Johnny Depp left bruises on the actress. Now, let's talk about the main event that is the backbone of the $100 million case against Depp: physical abuse. In 2016, Heard got a restraining order against Depp when she showed up against the judge with bruises on her face. It showed a clear mark on her face, which according to Heard was inflicted during a fight. We have already mentioned that according to Heard's own mother, it was the lawyer's ploy to get the restraining order. Now, we will look at how real those bruises actually are. During the trial, Amber Heard's attorney claimed that she carried Milani Conceal and Perfect All-in-One Correcting Kit with her throughout her entire relationship with Johnny, suggesting she'd used the makeup to cover injuries from Depp's alleged physical abuse. If you're not aware, Milani is a drugstore cosmetic brand. Milani made a surprise appearance at the trial in the most Gen Z way. On April 21st, the makeup maker posted a 15-second TikTok to debunk Heard's claims of using the concealer to hide the bruises. The caption says, "You asked us, let the record show that our correcting kit launched in 2017. The text over the video read, "Take note, alleged abuse was around 2014 to 2016, got divorced 2016, makeup palette release date December 2017. It also showed Depp and Heard in the courtroom as the Backyardigans song International Super Spy plays."
There's one thing you can expect from me, and that's the unexpected. 'Cause I'm an international super spy. Super spy!
OMG, you guys. These are the facts provided by the brand against the claim Amber's lawyers have made. That means Heard certainly wasn't using that particular palette to cover up the bruises. The next question is, were there even real bruises? Another authentic source, the police in this case, had debunked the claim in what seems to be the biggest evidence till now. Officer Tyler Haddon, one of the officers who responded to the couple's penthouse apartment on May 21st, 2016, said Heard refused to talk to officers and had no signs of an injury. He did acknowledge she'd been crying and was red-faced. In a recorded deposition, Officer Tyler said, "I saw no visible injuries on Amber Heard. Just because I see a female with pink cheeks and pink eyes doesn't mean something's happened."
Miss Heard refused any medical treatment and had no visible injuries. There was no sign of struggle, and the victim, the witness that was there that I spoke with was uncooperative as well.
An officer who made a follow-up visit that night, William Gatlin, testified Wednesday that he saw no injuries either. After this, Heard's lawyer claimed she was hiding the injuries with makeup, but as we have already seen, there's no truth to that claim either. The brand Heard was using has given its official stance on the case. It's clear that the trial has shifted in favor of Johnny Depp, who has produced very authentic resources, including videos, pictures, official testimonies, and even audio recordings against everything that has been thrown at him by Amber Heard and her lawyers. What do you think will happen next in the case? Let us know in the comments. Do check out some of our other videos for more updates. Goodbye for now.